I recently met Susie when I was searching for a ghostwriter for a friend of mine who has an amazing story to tell. And as we were talking, I noticed a few things about her. One is that she's rather sensitive and very psychic, which I know makes her good at her job. The other element was that there was somebody else with her, but not in a regular ghost like manner. As we were discussing my friend's book project, I asked her who was with her. She stated that she had a piece of her previous soul incarnation who was still stuck between heaven and earth. While the person known as Susie is a physical person, there's a small part of her soul that needed soul retrieval and in an unusual way. And this is that story. Some people tend to be ghost magnets, meaning that they might be a little bit more sensitive and that these lost souls see them as a light source in their cold, dark, gray world. And this is why it's really important to constantly clear ourselves and cross over any ghost souls that come our way, because honestly, this is what's going to save humanity. Getting these stuck souls out of this limbo state back home to the heavens is really what it's all about. And when I do this work, it's important to find, heal, and cross over as many souls, soul pieces, soul fragments, soul particles as possible.
I got Peter. Peter is a past life, is me in a past life or a past dimension.
Okay,
Um, yeah, Peter's there.
okay. This could be, when we do this, we could also be doing some aspects of soul retrieval, by the way,
Hmm.
which is what this sounds like.
Yep.
Okay,
I thought I had released him, but he probably still needs to be released.
okay. We'll work, we
Yeah.
will definitely be working with that too.
Okay.
Um, okay.
I'm sensing my grandparents on my father's side in the periphery. But I don't get that they need help. I get that they are there to support.
All right. We are going to find out. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to let this stay here and they can keep coming in. Anybody who's welcome to come in. I mean, even if you are out and about and you come across a homeless person and they died, they come. We never know where the connections come from.
Right.
We're just not going to assume. We're going to leave this open and let them continue to come in. Do we want to work your or Peter first? Discernment in any dimension is imperative to our soul health. If you come away with only one message or one concept, please let it be. Do not blindly trust to whom you're speaking to or communicating with in other dimensions. Learn to discern. Using any high frequency substance, if it's frankincense, if it's salt, if it's myrrh, if it's even gold, if it's Palo Santo, helps. It gives us the upper hand in cleaning out the riffraff. These lower entity beings cannot handle those frequencies, and so they tend to disappear or expose themselves for their true nature. It's no different than, let's say a pedophile priest, for example, in our mortal world. Eventually, we clear enough and we see that person for who they really are. Any spiritual practitioner who tells you that they don't need to spend time vetting who or what they're communicating with because they just know or they just know their main guide or their soul tribe or whatever it is dangerous. Remember that. It doesn't take but a moment to vet and discern to whom or what we're speaking with. And if we dodge a bullet, our team is grateful for that.
Let's work with Peter first. I think he's ready to go.
Okay.
I think he is he wants to be released, but I'm not able to do that by myself.
I understand that completely. What we're going to do is we're going to put a circle, a smaller circle between us and that big circle, about 10
Okay.
feet in diameter. On the left side, I'm bringing in my teams of angels. They're standing in military formation and rank and file so I can see them easily. And I'm going to vet them. We don't want any shapeshifters. We don't want any imposters. We don't want any dark entities in there or holograms. So they're standing there, they're coming in. And I'm going to start pouring salt on them and frankincense oil on them. And what I'm looking for are any shapeshifters or anything that disappears.
I saw one disappear.
Yep, I did too. And when they disappear, the light side will take them immediately. The dark side, I say the dark side is there, your variety of dark entities or whatever we want to call them. They're everywhere. They'll try to become an imposter for a bit so they can soul nap people, or they can create havoc while we do this work. I'm asking for a team of these angels, a pair of them, to take Peter into that circle right now. Peter's energetic signature is extremely low, and I suspect that his soul energy was about to cease to exist. We needed to spend some time helping Peter raise his frequency so that his soul healing can begin. Peter suffered some severe trauma. By the way, the same thing can happen to us humans, living humans too. The more we learn how to raise our frequency baseline, the stronger and more intact our soul becomes. This gives us a healthy soul that makes traumas and dramas have a little bit of less negative impact on us, and we can bounce back more quickly. Okay, and is he in there yet?
Yep, he's there.
It was pretty instantaneous.
Yeah. It was like he was like almost running to the
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Peter to me looks very faded. I don't know if that means anything to you.
I think the fade is because he's trying to transition. He's trying to
Okay. Okay. He looks very
Yeah.
faded to me. Low energy. So what we're gonna do is I'm having the angels basically give him a platter of just whatever food he wants.
Mhm.
And in this circle, this whole circle is designed to raise their frequencies. So any soul who is in there needs help with frequency, and the food is a human mind construct for prana or chi. So
Mhm.
as they're eating the food, they're actually incorporating energy within their system. All
He likes
right.
the mac and cheese.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
I see that they gave him a gold blanket and a teddy bear as well.
Excellent. About how old do you think Peter is in human
I
years?
I think Peter is about 7 years old.
Got it. Okay. Hence the teddy bears. All right.
Yeah.
That's perfect. He died a tragic death.
Yes.
This is not your most recent incarnation. He is not.
No,
This is
this
way.
this goes back to, I would say, early 1900s.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
he was abused, caged, starved, sexually
Okay.
abused.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's exactly what I'm picking up.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. English speaking country is what I'm picking up. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I get like England,
Yep.
England or Ireland,
Yep.
possibly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
he has golden curls.
Yes, he does. He's actually becoming stronger now. Learning what happened to Peter is helpful not only to Peter, but also to Susie. It's rather rare that the higher realms will allow a ghost energy in that same space that we're working in. In this case, Peter is actually a soul aspect of Susie, and bringing them together in this manner is extremely soul healing. The idea is that once Peter's crossed over and works with the higher realms, the light side will be able to restore them so that this soul and soul aspect are stronger and united. All right, Peter, I'll ask the question and I'd like for you to listen to the answer and tell me what you hear. I don't want to lead the witness and say, oh, Peter says this, okay?
Right.
If we get a difference in what we're hearing or sensing, we're just going to work through the problem. Do not assume that I'm always right.
Hmm.
Okay. All right, Peter, ask him if he's starting to feel warmer. Let's ask him that. Are you feeling warmer, Peter?
He says, yes, ma'am.
Does he feel safe?
Yes, he likes the soldiers.
Okay. Is there anything that you want to tell Susie?
He said he loves me. I
Yeah.
love you too, Peter.
The angels are letting it be known to me that though the two angels and Peter can come into our space with us if you'd like.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. I got goosebumps all over my body. Let's ask Peter, when he died, was he being chased by dark things?
He wasn't being chased. They were in the cage with him.
Okay. And when he died, They did not let him go home, did they?
No.
Okay. Oh, Peter, we're so sorry. Was he an orphan?
Yes.
He's looking to you as his mom, but
Yeah. I know.
technically you're not his mom,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, it's my incarnation in another life, but he looks to me because I am the nurturance that he never had.
And what we're going to do is um, the angels are going to work with them and they're going to work, it's going to be a form of a soul retrieval. And once he's crossed over into the higher realms, the angels will be working with you and he for a reintegration process, so to speak, when the time is appropriate. Peter needs a lot of healing.
Mhm.
It may happen in this lifetime, it may not happen in this lifetime. This is something that your higher self, your guides, along with the higher realms, will make those decisions together.
Right.
Okay. Oh, Peter, you're a cutie. All right. Does he need anything else?
He says no. He's quite happy right now.
Okay. Is he
He's
ready to go?
he's holding the teddy bear and he's got the blanket wrapped all wrapped.
Oh my gosh. Is this the first time he's been warm in a long time?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm just letting him know that he's going to get to go to a very special, wonderful place. Peter knows what's about to happen, and just like any 7-year-old child, the excitement is much like Christmas and Santa Claus on Christmas morning. The angelic realms are assisting us, and they've realized that there's many more children to come into this space. So we take our time to make sure we can get everybody that we can possibly get. And if there's another takeaway you can have, is that kids are kids, regardless of dimensions. These little ones were assisted on this day are no different than those living children that we see and deal with and talk to every day.
He's excited. He's jumping around holding the teddy bear. It's
Oh,
actually making the soldiers, angels, smile because he's so excited.
yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that, by the way. There is a huge element of joy in here.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, yeah, the angels are telling me. So usually you say that, the stuff is so bad that it makes the angels weep. That's kind of like, but this is
No,
the opposite.
this is the opposite. It's yeah.
All right. And I'm asking, okay, Peter wants to hug you, hold you kind of thing.
Mm.
Is that okay with you?
Yes, it's okay.
He's so glad and happy to be with you again. The angels are going to be using his Akka cords, by the way, to bring in other children into that
Okay.
circle,
Please do. All are welcome.
going back through time, space, and dimension.
Oh my gosh, they're flooding in.
They really are.
Oh my.
And these could be entire souls. They could be soul fractals, pieces, fragments, segments. It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
I had no idea there were so many.
Yeah. And Peter, I want to thank you for being brave enough to come in today. It took a lot of courage, but it was
He's,
really worth it.
he says these are my friends. So I
Okay.
think these are souls that have been in the limbo space as Peter has been.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're going to put in another table full of just full of cupcakes.
Peter's never seen a cupcake.
None of them have, right? Yeah.
Right. And they are amazed at the frosting and the sprinkles.
Right?
Yes.
This is for them.
Oh, they have the cupcakes all over their faces.
That's funny how
Oh,
fast that is, right? There's plenty for everybody. Everybody can have one or more. It doesn't matter. We're also just
I'm showing
bringing,
them the trick that I do with the cupcake.
okay,
You take the top off, you flip it upside down to make a sandwich to eat it, and they're
right?
doing it. They're doing it. Yes.
That's funny. They're all brightening up really quickly, by the way, which is nice. There's teddy bears for everybody and blankets for everybody. And I'm bringing in mother figure type angels for them.
I see a little girl with dark hair who grabbed the biggest teddy bear and she's dragging it by
Right?
the ear.
It's all yours, sweetheart.
Oh, well, I could feel all of the mother energy coming in. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Is Peter ready to go home?
He says, yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, Peter. We're going to have these angels escort you back home to the heavens right now.
I see them floating up, like in a rainbow,
Mhm. Yep.
and they're turning from physical into sparkles and ascending up the rainbow.
Yep. And what we're doing by raising their frequency here is it makes that transition easier on them. Think about when, divers go too deep and they come up too fast and they get the bends, right?
Yeah, right.
That type of a concept. So the more we can restore them and help their frequency here, the easier that transition is. They're still
Yes.
coming in,
I was going to say that it's yeah, it's constant. I
and
I
yeah.
I'm blown away with how many there are.
I've got some theories and we'll kind of explore them in a minute, but I'm going to have the angels start to cross them over as they're ready. They're
Oh,
basically turning this into a light bridge and they're just going to keep funneling them up as they're ready. I really want to thank Susie for allowing me to share this with you. This was extremely personal, it's extremely intimate, and I'm very grateful for her for sharing this. And by the way, if any of you are out there are interested in publishing a book, I highly recommend Susie and her team. She's got an amazing team, and I'm very excited for my friend's book to come out. And you can find the link to her publishing company below. Thank you for listening. I know you have many choices to what you listen to, where you spend your time, and I appreciate your spending your time here with us today.